Happy Easter weekend, guys. It's not Easter, it's Easter Eve, the day before Easter. So, today we're going to talk about how light will always come after a dark time. So, I'm sure that you know how it feels to be in the darkness. I think we all do. And when we go through these dark times, we feel like there's no way out. That it's just gonna stay dark forever. God's forgotten about us. We're doomed, and we're just sitting in darkness and we wallow around in it, thinking it's gonna last forever. Well, news break, it's not going to, okay? Because we have Jesus, and his example that he set for us is basically a story, an example of like what will happen with us if we trust him. So, as you know what Easter is all about, don't be fooled by all the things you see in the stores trying to pull us away from the true meaning of Easter and what actually happened all these years ago. Okay, a long time ago, obviously God sent his son Jesus for us because we were messed up, and at the perfect time in history, Jesus came to earth, knew what we were going through, and he died on the cross for us willingly. Like, because he loved us that much, he gave his life for us on the cross. He didn't have to, no, because who would want to do that for people like us? Nope, but Jesus did. So, Jesus goes through the worst things imaginable, basically. And I know that the worst part of it sounds like, oh, he got the nails in his hands, or he got the thorns in his head pushed in, and like he got stabbed in the side, or beaten and whipped and just, you know, made fun of, basically. Like, that sounds horrible. How could we go through that pain? Well, the worst pain of it all, the darkest thing that we could go through, was that he basically for a time experienced life without God. Like separation totally from God. And like, can you imagine the darkness and loneliness, how that felt for him to go through that? That's why he cries out, you know, like, my God, why have you forsaken me? Because that's what he had to go through. He had to experience that pain too, and that's what we go through in hell. But so that's like the darkest thing you can go through. So think of your dark time you're going through and you think that there's no way out, you know, like, you know, think about it. Like, the toughest things that you're going through may seem so hard. Well, I have a psalm that I think relates to this from Psalm 30, verse 5. The second half of it says, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." We've all heard that many times, and it's kind of cliche at this point, it sounds like. It's like, are you going through a hard time? Oh, well, don't worry, the joy's gonna come in the morning. And in the moment when you're hurting, someone says that to you, it's so hard to believe. It's like, no, it's not. Have you seen what I'm going through and it's been lasting for so long? Well, this is what I like to think of. Right now, today, we are on the Saturday, the middle between the Good Friday when Jesus died on the cross and then the Sunday when he rose from the dead. So we're like in the middle. That's honestly probably like the most depressing part of it, or the saddest or darkest time actually of it, in the middle, when it doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. Imagine like the day after Jesus died. This is the Saturday after, and they're always like, oh, Jesus is in the tomb now, he's dead, he's gone. You know, our teacher that was here with us and showing us through life is gone, and we don't know if he's gonna come back. Probably not, because we've never seen that, you know. And then, so that's probably like the darkest middle part of it. So are you in that middle season right now where like it was dark, something really bad happened? That was your Good Friday, okay. No, it's Good Friday, but for you it would probably be bad. So that bad thing happened to you. Now you're on that next Saturday, that time period before the good thing happens. It doesn't seem like the good thing's ever gonna come. Well, let's also go to this verse, Hebrews 12:2. "Fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God." He endured the pain. He had to go through the darkness to see the light. And now, he's at the right hand of God in heaven. And that's like the brightest thing we could have, is being with the Lord. And so going through that dark time, you have to go through things sometimes to lead you to the light. And it's gonna come. The joy is gonna come in the morning. Jesus didn't stay dead in the tomb forever. No, because imagine now all these centuries later and we're like, here, Jesus never rose from the dead. How would we feel? We're hopeless. But no, we have hope. So we have no reasons to be sad, even if we're going through dark times, because we know from Jesus' example that he rose from the dead. He defeated death. And now we don't have to worry about that. We just have to stay on the right path to him, keep walking with him in love and faith every day, and enduring through the pain. So when bad things are happening, don't sit down and be like, it's over, darkness forever. No, light is coming. It's just a matter of when. Okay, Jesus had the perfect timing for when he would rise from the dead. It was the third day. But in our case, we probably have different timings for all of us. It could be the next second. Something big, beautiful, bright thing could happen in your life and you'll forget about the total darkness that you went through. Or it could be a little bit from now. We don't know. But either way, we know that we have to persevere through the dark times because we know that there is light ahead and Jesus is alive. So live in that light today because it's coming.